Lecture 7 of Introduction to Brush Calligraphy. Vertical, slant, hook, lying hook, small hook. Hello. I am Jiangsu, the lead teacher of the Introductory Brush Calligraphy class.
Welcome to Lecture 7.
Today you will learn for strokes. Vertical hook, slant hook, lying hook, small hook. In Lesson 7, let's talk about the first stroke, the vertical hook.
The vertical hook is also called the floating goose hook.
It is a very characteristic stroke in European regular script.
The stroke form should be stretched and smooth.
Notice the change in the thickness of the strokes.
I'll do that first.
After pressing it, don't start the pen with too much force.
Slightly. Pay attention to the small strokes where you turn.
The strokes start to get heavier as you come back from the corner.
The thickness change should be uniform.
The strokes are the most powerful when closing.
The direction of the pen is slightly up and out. Nature will stroke. Lift it up. Demonstrate again. The strokes should be smooth and natural.
Turn in first.
Flat weight.
Good power pushes out.
Put away.
Let's observe the shape of a floating hook.
Then it's like being on a lake. Like a swan floating. So it's called the floating goose gully.
Note that the direction of the previous paragraph goes slightly inward. The strokes that turn should be naturally narrowed. Then level it out and add more weight. The angle and direction of the closing pen.
Not vertically up, but slightly outward and then upward. Special attention should be paid to these. Then the proposal process with a pen pressed.
The strokes are slowly lifted and narrowed. When you turn, start pressing it again to increase the weight.
Okay.
Lift it up when you press it most powerfully at this time.
Our control of the brush.
Be sure to take care of these changes in thickness and direction.
Next, stroke diagonal hook. Oblique stroke. Start writing high and diagonally down.
The middle part of the elongated stroke should be narrowed.
At
the same time, the power is here to resist the power.
The consequences are broken.
The hook should be small.
Slightly raised vertically upward. Write it again. Okay.
The strokes cannot be rough, but must be thin in the middle. After withstanding the strength here, take advantage of the trend. Hook it up and pay attention to sending the hook wind to the end. Some lifting hooks are too large and appear too sloppy.
There are some wrong pens.
One is to write the curvature too large. The second hook is too hasty. Then the stroke appears weaker.
Pay attention to the curvature of the oblique hook. Not so obvious. Add a little radian.
If the arc is too large, the strokes appear weak and bent.
Demonstrate again.
Familiar, then this stroke must be in place. Okay, notice the stroke control here.
Next stroke, reclining hook. The length of the recumbent hook is shorter than the oblique hook, and the curvature is greater than the oblique hook. At the same time, the hook front is also more obvious.
The shape of the recumbent hook is a bit like the bow of a boat. Let's go from light to heavy, good to level.
Hook at this time.
Hook in and up. The whole shape is a bit like the bow of a small boat.
This feeling.
We have to pay attention to the thickness and curvature changes here.
Some of the wrong changes, some wrong spelling. Okay. Bend. This arc up, hook again. Here, then, this starting point is to curved. We must pay attention when writing lying hooks. Where to hook?
It's basically at this horizontal line.
Hook again when you bend to the horizontal line. Don't tilt this tail up anymore.
Again. Light to heavy. Arc down slowly and arc to the level.
At this time, after the strength withstands,
The brush goes in and up.
then at this hook position,
Try to make the strokes look as smooth and powerful as possible.
come out of this angle. Hook direction.
It's an embracing state. Take it in. Don't go up, let alone out.
They're both going in the wrong direction.
Next stroke, little hook. The strokes of the little hook are very simple. Short strokes, smooth strokes.
Pay attention after bending.
You can close the pen when you go to the horizontal position. The closing of the pen and the closing of the horizontal pen are the same as the closing of the dot.
Very small strokes.
The most common character in this stroke is the flow of water.
In European regular script,
The last stroke of the flowing water he does not write as a vertical hook.
it's written as a little hook. Therefore,
Small hook, this stroke, is a variation of the vertical hook.
is a kind of
Simplified writing of vertical hook. Removed the hook. This hook is gone. The hook part is gone.
then be careful when writing,
The little crooked hook should be written powerfully.
but it was fluid.
Change in stroke thickness. A little bit finer in the curved places, but be very careful. It's tucked in the corners. But it's not there.
Then push it left and right.
Close the pen.
Short strokes.
Next, I will read from the liquid inscription of the Jiucheng Palace. Select a few examples to demonstrate the explanation. Vertical hook, oblique hook, lying hook, small hook for strokes.
Round word. Short horizontal. Tilt up.
It's a little bit longer across here.
Tension. Change in thickness.
Swipe on the inside of the horizontal. Start writing and go down in the middle. Do not contact the starting position of the vertical hook horizontally and vertically. After going in, close the corner, turn back, way up, and finally put away naturally.
Successful success.
Pay attention to the stroke order and write short strokes first.
Right horizontal again.
All strokes, except the oblique hook, should be written short. They act like green leaves.
Set off this diagonal hook.
Pay attention to the position of the skim and point close to each other.
The next word in the surrounding strokes is new. This new word. Left dot. After pressing it, it becomes a mention.
Lift the pen and close it. Find the starting point for the next stroke. Notice the correspondence between these strokes. Although the strokes are broken,
There is still a connection between strokes. Hook. The two stipples at the back are slightly higher.
the word heart should pay special attention to the position of the 3 points.
Lowest on the left. One is taller than the other. Next, stream. 3-point water. The strokes are relatively short, but the distance between the strokes should be tight, although there is no connection.
But they arranged the space very well. Tight. Don't make this word look very loose.
The last small hook should pay attention to the center of gravity of the word. Hold steady.
So far we have learned 7 lectures.
Classmate, you are in the process of practicing.
At first, you may feel that you cannot write well.
Don't worry.
Part of it is because you just got started. On the other hand, you are constantly improving. You realize that your writing is not good.
I will try my best to write it well.
Because you see your own shortcomings.
As long as you persevere, progress will be obvious.